Hey, happy hump day. Happy hump day, y'all. It's a beautiful Wednesday. I just want to say thank you. I know no one's in here yet, so we're gonna relax a little bit. We're gonna just chill. Wait till we get some people coming in. Let's see. Let's see who gets in here. Should we just vibe out to some music until we get some people in here? I'm okay with that. Are we actually no? Actually, what was I just looking through? Instagram? Was that what I was just looking through? Let's just take a stroll through my Instagram as we wait for the head to come on in. Shout out to the one guy that's in here. Let's go, Golden Guy. What's good, boy? How we doing? It's a beautiful Wednesday night, and I'm happy to see you. We're just relaxing right now. We're just gonna chill out and just go through my Instagram feed until we get some people in here. I at least want to wait till we get at least 3 heads, and then we could start. We can start up the stream, but like I said, we're just vibing right now. We're just getting started. Bum 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 bum. Ba-na, ba-na. Window. All right, so yeah, we were just on Instagram, checking out what's going on in the world. Oh, this is the wrong Instagram. That's why I'm like, where's all my stuff? Oh, it's down here. If you guys just want to drop some questions right now that you want me to answer, because today's going to be kind of a Q&A. We posted a question on our Instagram. We posted the question, which animal would you want to be? So, if you want to throw down in the comments what animal you want to be, or if you're trying to throw down in the comments any other type of questions that you want me to ask, that'll be sick. Just let me know. Man, I really can't switch my Instagram. Oh, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. You would be a tiger? What about a liger? What about a lion mixed with a tiger? Would you want to be that? A liger would be pretty sick, don't you think? I don't even know what even would be like the pros and cons to being a liger as opposed to a tiger. You know what I mean? I feel like, all right, what are the pros and cons to a lion and a tiger? What do you think? Because like a tiger has stripes, so like stripes are like cool, so like you automatically got a cool check on that. And a lion is apparently the most feared cat in the jungle, though, right? Is that true? Let's see. All right, guys, like I said, we're gonna wait till we get into like a couple heads in here to see until we get really into the stream. But like I said, we'll just chill out. We'll go through my Instagram and see what's looking. So next year, playoffs for college football. None of these people I care about. Penn State, USC, LSU. Oh, that wasn't even one. Okay, Georgia. They're saying Georgia's going to be repeat. Ohio, Michigan, FSU, number 4. Sheesh. Yeah. I like the Chiefs. Honestly, I could see the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I could definitely see the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. Honestly, I was a huge Patrick Mahomes fan. I would like to see Patrick Mahomes win it all. Like I said, when I did my Super Bowl predictions video, I had the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and I had the Eagles winning it all. Oh no, yeah, I had the Eagles winning it all in the Super Bowl. So I could definitely see the Eagles winning it this year. See what else. What else is on Instagram? Bum 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 bum. Trevor Wallace. This guy's pretty funny. He's got good comedy skits or whatever. Beal. This guy's shredded. I Show Speed shows his love for Ronald by getting a tattoo. Yo, do you watch Speed? Golden? Do you watch Speed at all? Also, I'm thinking like for Speed, this guy's one of the craziest streamers. What is on this guy's head? Seems like he's got a tattoo. He's definitely got fake tattoos. Do we think the Ronaldo tattoo on Speed is real? Is the Ronaldo tattoo real on Speed? I would get another tattoo. I would get a tattoo of Neymar though. Neymar or Messi? What do you think, Julia? Would you get a tattoo of an athlete? What's the whole thing about getting tattoos of athletes though? Because when you really think about it though, it's kind of like your symbol. Like if you get a tattoo of an athlete, you're like getting another man on you. You know what I mean? Like you're like kind of celebrating a whole nother guy. So I'm just like, if I were to get a tattoo of another man, I feel like you would have to do something very inspirational. Like maybe Kobe. Maybe I could see myself with a Kobe tattoo. But even that, I'm not really sure. Maybe like a Martin Luther King tattoo. But I don't even know if I would get Martin Luther. I mean, Martin Luther King. Are you getting Martin Luther King tattooed on you? What person would you get tattooed on you if you could? Would it be like a famous person, or people be getting their sons tattooed on them, like their son's feet? So you get like your son's foot, your son's 2 feet tattooed on you, or not son, it could be just child in general. You get a child's 2 feet put on you. Let's see what else is on the gram. We got oh boy. What happened? What happened? That doesn't seem like anything. 400K out the bank, that's about it. No Jumper literally just has turned into news. I thought they were about rap, but they're literally just posting any news now. What else we got on the house highlights? Kiss cam. Oh my god, that shit's so funny. That person's making out with the hawk. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, that person was making out with the hawks on the kiss cam, and then he ended up pulling off her wig while she was making out on the kiss cam. That's hilarious. What the hell? Nice kicks. What do we got here on Nice Kicks? What are your favorite pair of shoes? I like the Gamma Blue 11s. Gamma Blue 11s are sicko. I wish I had more pairs of J's, not gonna lie. I used to have a smooth like 5 or 6 pair of J's, and then one of my pairs were confiscated. Another pair of my J's were stolen. Like this, I have the worst luck with sneakers. I feel like whenever I start getting like a good collection go with sneakers, something always happens to them. So I don't know. Like I be wearing my shoes a lot too. I don't like keeping them in the box because it's just like what am I getting these sneakers for? Just to keep them in the box? I want to wear them. So it's tough. Mads, this guy is elite at dancing. I actually took some of these guys' dance moves. From what song was it? I don't even remember the song, but I had to choreograph a song or choreograph a dance, and I definitely had to take some of his moves because, oh my god, excuse me. He's got the moves like Jagger. He's got the moves like Jagger. These guys are going off. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I'd be working out, but not like that. Ew. Oh my god. Ew. The man really painted his toe. That is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. Golfing with fire. All right, like I said, I'm not getting into the question until we get at least 3 people in here. Until then, we're gonna just keep looking through my Instagram. I'm sure we'll see.
I'm supposed to see you live.
Hmm?
Why didn't you see you live? So people know that you.
Maybe I'll just send a quick Snapchat out to people. Like, I feel like I should just throw it down the line, but like,
You need to post it.
I told people I was going live.
Yeah, I know it's after 9.
It was a little bit after 9. Tell me, guys, do you think I was late? Golden God, do you think I was late or nah? Like, I wasn't that late, right? I was running on black people time. What's it called? BPT? I was kind of, if you really think about it, I was early. Because when you really think about it, like, usually 30 minutes after the fact is when you're on time. Bro, tell me this. I remember I'd be like saying like, all right, bro, I'm about to pick you up, right? So then you would send them the text like, I'm 5 minutes out, and then they would start getting ready. They'd start getting ready when you texted them, or when you texted them, I'm on your way. That's when they would start getting ready. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't even get ready until after the fact. So when I came in 10 to 11 minutes late, that's pretty good. And don't even get me started on Thanksgiving. Hey, you remember Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving was crazy. Like, back in my day, like, I don't even know why I'm saying back in my day. I never did anything. But when I was going to the Thanksgiving dinner, they'd be like, all right, it's going to be ready at one set time, right? So then you get there, and it's not ready at that set time. What's really going on at that set time is they are starting to put the food in the oven. You know what I mean? Like, so then when you put the food in the oven, it still takes hours for it to cook. They be telling you, all right, dinner's gonna be served at 5, 6 p.m., right? But that would just mean that dinner's getting put in the oven at 5, 6 p.m. That means you're not eating for another 1 to 2 hours minimum. Who can tell me, who can relate to that? Can anyone relate to that in the chat? Honestly, maybe that was just my Thanksgiving. Who knows? So I'm gonna get better. I'll get better with the timing. Because I actually had a couple people. I had a couple people tell me that they had some questions. So I'm definitely gonna be looking into answering those questions soon. But another thing is too, I don't know if people are getting my notifications that I'm live. Like, we live out here, people.
The post it to your stories. Just send it.
Ah!
I already told you that.
All right. Let me post it on the story. Okay, let me post it on the story. Like, all right. I'm about to throw a post on my story. What should I say? What should I say? Golden. Should I be like, yo, it's just me and Golden in the chat right now. You know, we turning up, but we need more heads to. Nah, let me not say that. In the chat right now, you know, we turning up, but we. Should I play Wii? No, I'm not gonna play Wii yet. I think it's gonna be. I don't even really know if I'm gonna play Wii on this one yet. I could, but I wanted to wait till I got some more people in here because I actually had an exciting announcement as well. I didn't.
Okay, that's why nobody's getting in.
They just don't like me.
You weren't on time. Can you get that all away from you?
Guys, come in my live stream. Right now we're just chit chatting, but we got the Q&A tonight. Throw me some questions. We're gonna get into it real soon. Tap in. Guys, come in my live stream. Right now we're just That's whack. That doesn't sound good, right? I feel like should I be more hyped? I think I need to be more hyped. Like, I think I need more energy. Like, woo! Like, should I hit him with a Ric Flair? Like, woo! You know the Ric Flair? Golden, do you ever watch wrestling growing up? Do you have like a favorite wrestler?
Can you stop stalling and just post something?
He's saying just start. Look, Golden, we could just chat it up.
Post, like, what do you expect?
Guys, I'm live. Guys. Can you guys please come in here? Rocky's not a wrestler. Oh man, no, but Rocky. No, I know. Rocky, that was a good movie, but I'm talking about WWE. SmackDown versus Raw. All right, guys, I know we were a little late, but I am live right now. So there's 2 links on my previous stories. Tap those links and join either the Twitch or YouTube. I really would appreciate it a lot. Even if you just come in there and drop a quick like, that would mean a lot to me. I appreciate all the love and support. Let's keep it going. You don't watch any WWE? Now that's because WWE fell off. I remember WWE used to be WWE used to be where it's at. You need to look up like the old WWE fights, because when I was younger, I was watching WWE with my grandpa. We'd be up in the upstairs. We'd have like we'd be on a small box TV. You don't even know what a box TV is, probably. That's way before your time. But that was when it had the antennas on the top. Uh-huh.
So you need to stop drinking if you want to stop drinking. Look on your face, like.
I'm telling you, back in the day, they had the antennas on the roof of the TV. And you had to adjust those antennas to get the signal correct. But I am live right now.
Gotcha.
Basketball, baseball, college baseball, and college basketball. Who do you like for college basketball? I'm curious. Who's your college basketball team? because my college basketball team is UNC. Let's take a look at how UNC is doing this year, because I'm actually curious about the college basketball standings this year. I'm a huge UNC fan. I've been a UNC fan since I can remember, honestly. It was the baby blue that drew me in. UConn's doing good this year, actually. So let's all right. Let's take a look at these ratings for college basketball, because this is actually one of the questions, guys. This is a shout out to Will Carenza. Shout out to Will Carenza. He dropped me this question. He asked me, what is going on with UNC and Duke this year? So I believe UNC was actually the number 1 ranked team coming into the year. And I'm not sure what Duke was, but they got off to a pretty hot start. And now, if we're looking at the top 25, UNC is not even ranked in the top 25 in the nation, which is so crazy to think. UConn, they were doing really good, UConn. They were actually undefeated at some point, but now they are ranked 15-3 and ranked number 6 in the nation. That's not bad at all. That's way better than I thought, to be honest. And Duke, they're 13-4, so Duke's record is actually not that bad. 13-4, and they're still ranked in the nation, as opposed to UNC that is unranked. They're not even ranked at all. What the hell? What is UNC's record is my question. Oh, we're ranked 22. What the hell? Why is that not showing? What's UNC's record? I have not been keeping up with college basketball at all this year. Not gonna lie. This has been one of the few years that I've been sleeping on college basketball, but I'm gonna try and get into college basketball before March comes around. Just because with March Madness is huge. I always make a bracket. Golden God, you ever make a bracket for March Madness? Do you even know about March Madness is the question. March Madness is probably, I would say March Madness is the best time for sports, just because it's with every game is like a playoff game. So like when there's like the NBA championships, or the NBA playoffs, I mean, it's a 7-game series. So even like the first 3 games aren't the end of life. So a team could lose 3 games in a row and still come back theoretically 4-3 with the NBA. But with college basketball, which makes March Madness so crazy, it's a one and done game. So if you're just not having your best day on that game, you can be knocked out. For instance, Virginia losing to the 16th seed UMBC. That was insane. I don't think that's very hard to happen in the NBA, like an 8 seed beating out a 1 seed. Just because, like I said, with a 7-game series, usually the best team always wins, as opposed to if it's a one and done type situation, the lesser team can come out on top in a lot of those situations. So that's what makes it so crazy. Last year I had Gonzaga winning it all, and I'm pretty sure Gonzaga made it to the national championship. I think Gonzaga made it to the national championship against Arkansas. I'm not completely sure. I can actually look that up right now. Let's look it up. College basketball national championship. Wait, what? Kansas? Am I wilding? Kansas? Oh, last year was UNC Kansas. I'm thinking of the year before was Gonzaga Baylor. Oh shit! Oh, that was Hubert. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. When UNC had their rookie coach, their first year coach made it to the NCAA championships. I completely forgot about that. I'm pretty sure I did not have UNC winning it, but I don't know. Yeah, UNC definitely lost too, though, to Kansas. Dang, 3 points. I don't know why I don't remember that one so much. Texas Tech, Virginia. I really don't remember these national championships. Villanova, Michigan. I remember that. UNC Gonzaga, UNC Nova. You notice how UNC is always in the conversation. That's what we like. Checks over stripes. Do we think UConn's going to win it this year, Golden? Like I said, UConn, their rank's pretty good this year. Do you think they have a chance to win it all? Who knows?
Yeah, got your list.
Let's get back to Instagram. I'll keep going down my page. Wow. What even is this stuff? I have no idea. Isn't this like I don't know what I'm trying to watch. Should I watch like some compilations or something? Let's see. Let's just watch some YouTube compilations for now. Let's do like some YouTube reaction videos. You know what? I want to watch. I want to watch. I guess we could play Wii. We can play Wii for a little bit. Or let's play Wii. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set up the Wii real quick, and then like I said, also we're gonna get into the question of the day, like I said. But I did want to get 3 people in here before we got into the question of the day. So actually, let's just look at the top 10. We're gonna look up top 10 most feared animals. What are the top 10 most feared animals? Who knows? We're about to find out. Value. Hey guys, I'm back. How you guys like deers? Who knew that deers could be such killers? Not I. Not I. They're saying deers could be killers because they have horns. Like, what the hell? That seems so unrealistic. I don't even think that's real. This guy was gassing. He was talking about bees. I typed in most feared animals, and this guy's talking about bees and deers. What the hell is this guy talking about? A bee? He really thinks a bee is going to be more feared than a lion or a tiger? What did I type in? I'm trying to figure out what I typed in now at this rate. I think I just typed 10 most dangerous animals you should run away from. I guess that's what that was. Oh, we got 3 people in here. Should we do the animal thing now? Or should we do some real quick? What do you guys think? Do you guys want to hear me talk about which animal I'd want to be? You decide. Because right now I do have the Wii bowling up, but we could just get into the questions. Up to you guys. Up to the chat. We'll leave it up to the chat. What are we thinking? You know what? I think we might as well just get into what animal we would want to be. I think that's okay. I think it's time. So, when I was thinking about what animal I wanted to be, I wasn't really sure. Because at first I was thinking about I could just be like a dog or something like that, because I think dogs have it pretty easy, right? So I'm thinking, like, if I was a dog, life would be pretty light. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about much. I would just what do dogs really have to worry about when you might think about it? I'm saying dogs that have a good owner. They can just be like, you know what I mean? Like, they just be barking. I mean, like, what's your best dog bark? Like, if I was a dog, my bark would be like, row, 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 row. You know what I mean? Or would you have a little like, row, 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 row? You feel me? Like, what do you think, Stella? Do you think you'd have that deep, that? I'm speaking with my dog right now. Y'all don't understand because you don't have a connection with your dog like I do. You know what I mean? Like, I actually speak dog and she actually understands. So you feel me? Like, ruff, ruff, ruff. Right? Ruff, 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 ruff. See, she gets me. I want to hear your best dog bark. This is a shout out to Speed, because I know Speed be doing the barking on his streams. So a giraffe, so they have a great view of sight, would be very. I remember I was at a Kendrick Lamar concert, and the Kendrick Lamar concert was lit as hell. Like, I had a great time. A quick story about this. So it was over the summer, and I was at a thing with different orientation leaders, and one of my good friends, he had gotten tickets to a Kendrick concert, and he had just asked us if we wanted to go to the Kendrick concert. And what am I going to say? No to a Kendrick concert? And it ended up being one of the best times. It ended up being one of the best concerts in my life. It was so crazy because I was seeing people that I didn't even think I was gonna see there, and it was just like the music was insane. They had Schoolboy Q in there, so the lineup was just great. But I get that though, giraffe would be pretty sick. I was thinking like at one point though, I was thinking like a cat, because cats, they have like a cat. The owner just accepts a cat for being a bitch. Like if you're just a complete and utter bitch to everyone, like the owner just accepts you because you're a cat. My cat could literally smack me in the face and do all this crazy shit, and I just be like, oh, it's a cat, so it's okay. Like what the hell are you supposed to, you know what I mean? Like because it's a cat. Cats really have their own attitudes. And like they can be way, way different. You know what I mean? Like some cats, they're like all like playful and they'll be like let you hold them. And then other cats, they'll be like scratching you up. I remember my cats at home. It was so crazy because I was like, my cat should be fine. Like all right, so when I first got my cat, she literally had fleas on her, so she had to get a bath like 24/7. Like almost every other day, we had to give her a bath. So I was used to getting my cat in like a bathtub and like cleaning her. And then fast forward like 4 to 5 months, she'd be scratching me when I'm trying to pet her. I'm like, do you not understand that I raised you? Do you not understand that when you had all these problems, I was the one helping you out? But that's the thing about cats. They do not give a F. Like cats just do not care. I just do not get it with cats. That's why, to be honest, I'm a dog person over cats any day of the week. I will take the worst dog and train it up over a terrible cat. 3 viewers. Yeah. We're getting into it. So when I was thinking about this today, when I posted this up on my story, I posted up what animal would you be? I still didn't know what animal I really wanted to be. Because at first I was thinking dog, like I said, but then I feel like that'd be boring. A dog would be kind of boring in a way, as opposed to being like an apex predator. I would be like a shark or like a lion, tiger. Like apex, like you rule your environment, right? So like the apex predator, like everyone's scared of him, and like everyone like he kind of like he's the big dog, like that'd be pretty cool. Have no what's it called? Predators? Yeah, no predators. Shout out to elementary school, what's it called? Predators, and what's the other thing? What's the opposite of a predator? Prey. Yes, predators and prey. It's been a long day, guys. But I'm trying to think. Shark? No. Snakes. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about too. When I was younger, I used to love snakes. I remember growing up, I'd read like all these books about snakes and stuff. I don't know why, but I just thought snakes were like the coolest thing. I remember the black mamba. Used to be like crazy. I think they said the black mamba is the fastest snake in the world. Oh, maybe is it the fastest or the deadliest? I can't remember if the black mamba is the fastest or the deadliest snake in the world. But that's Kobe. That's that Kobe mentality. See, and that Kobe mentality, that's striving for greatness, never giving up when it gets hard. You just keep shooting even when you miss. Even when you're missing, you got to keep shooting. That's one thing I realized that, maybe in the beginning, this might not be going strong, but it's about consistency. If you just work at getting better each day, you're going to see gradual improvement. And that's with anything in life. You don't need to be That's the thing. I feel like a lot of people they like give up when things aren't working out when it's early. They just say, "Oh, it's not working, so I'm gonna give up." And I kind of had that same thought process with a lot of things. It's easy to get down on yourself, but I don't know. You need a good support system. I would say the people around you really means a lot. I still haven't picked my animal. I don't know. I don't know what animal I would be. I feel like there's so many animals out there, but like it's so easy to just be like something basic. What if I was a koala bear? What do koala bears have to do besides eat eucalyptus? And do koala bears have predators? In Australia? Oh, a kangaroo? What if I was like Kangaroo Jack? I was like, Mama gonna knock you out. Ooh, I'm gonna knock you out. Ooh, Mama said knock you out. Ooh, Kangaroo Jack. Now that right there was a good movie. I don't know who saw Kangaroo Jack when they were little. There was like two different Kangaroo Jacks. There was like an animated and low-key like a live action Kangaroo Jack. That was way ahead of its time. I would say Kangaroo Jack was way ahead of its time. We were getting to the most feared animals, but what about the cutest animals? What do you say the cutest animal is? I don't even know what a cute animal would be. I guess you could say like a dog, but like, what's a cute animal? All right, should we do the scariest animal and the cutest animal? That's a good one. What's the cutest animal on the planet? I'm curious. Let's look up what the cutest animal on the planet is. Or should we look up the scariest? Let's do the scariest first. Scariest animal on the planet. I can't type right now. Anime animals. But the scariest animals. This thing pulled up a weird looking crocodile. Is anyone seeing this? Wait, do we believe in the Loch Ness Monster? Is the Loch Ness Monster real? That's a good question because when I was younger, there was this huge thing. I think they called it, what was that thing called? That big lake pond? What was that called? I don't even know what it was called. This huge lake or whatever. And I always used to think the Loch Ness Monster lived there. And I don't know. That's weird to think about shit like that because I kind of think I think it was real. Maybe it was just it was real but not in our time. You know what I mean? This guy has a complete evidence of Loch Ness. I don't think that's the thing is like they be saying it's like super crazy like yeah, that's the thing. I was saying like it's probably prehistoric. That's what I was. So yeah, it's a dinosaur. Do we think any dinosaurs have made it still? Like to think about that because what was it? There's like some old sharks like the megalodon Megalodons probably are not here around anymore. Oh, that's what I would be. I'd be a megalodon. I figured it out. I'd be a megalodon. Gators. That was one of the things I was looking at. Alligator versus anaconda. I was thinking like, what do you think would win? Like, not what was the old alligator, like the prehistoric alligator? It wasn't called the alligator. It was called something else. But if you had one of those versus the anaconda, what do we think would win? My man said Plesiosaurus. I'm really getting into this right now. I'm gonna dig deep into this. We're gonna figure out which prehistoric creatures are actually real. Do we believe in Bigfoot? Is Bigfoot real? Does Bigfoot count as an animal? Like if I was to say what animal would you be and I said Bigfoot, does that count? I'm wondering, does Bigfoot count as an animal? Yes or no? They be having Animal Planet. You're telling me Animal Planet has videos of Bigfoot? Bro, what the hell? Are we seeing this? This man said Bigfoot. Did we just see this image of Bigfoot? How fake is it? What the hell? That looks hella fake. Where are we? Where is this guy located? Bro, I cannot with Bigfoot videos. Charleston. Oh my God, guys, that's right next to me. That is not that far. I could go to a Bigfoot sighting. All right, I think this could be a YouTube video in the making. Let's keep watching. Let's get into this. Let's dive in. Dude, I might. Bro, Mel Big Stud Barefoot. All right, so these people are trying to tell me that there's like a whole barefoot community. So there's like male and female barefoot, and there's baby barefoot. So there could be baby barefoot walking around my backyard. Catching it in the lights. If I'm gonna be an animal, I'd be big. I'll be Bigfoot. I'd be Bigfoot. Should we just go into a Bigfoot hole right now? A Bigfoot deep dive. I want to figure out the truth about Bigfoot. Is Bigfoot real? Do we believe in Bigfoot? I think that should be our next poll question. Do we believe Bigfoot is real or do we believe Bigfoot is fake? Guys, do we think Bigfoot is real or not? Two people in here. Is Bigfoot real or not? I want to see in the comments. Do we think Bigfoot's real? That's proof. That right there, guys. You guys see that's proof. No way. See the propulsion of this guy's foot. It can only be Bigfoot. Guys, I'm telling you, every single video I see of Bigfoot looks like a person in a gorilla suit. The thing is though with Bigfoot, like every video, it does not look like an actual like gorilla. Like it just looks like a person walking. Like it doesn't look like actual like animal. It just looks like if a person was walking in the street. That's why it's so hard for me to believe Bigfoot's even real. I would believe there's like a big gorilla out there before I believe there's Bigfoot. Because it's like, what are the odds? I feel like Loch Ness Monster has a better odds of being real than Bigfoot. Just because for the ocean, there's so much of the ocean that we have not explored. We do not know what is in the ocean. There could be, there could be so much more than we even know about in the ocean. You know what I mean? I think they said like only a certain amount of the ocean has been what's it called looked through. Probably not even 50%. There's probably more than 50% of the ocean. There's parts of the ocean that are so dark and deep that we don't even know. We don't have the technology to see what's even under there yet. So that's what I'm getting at. Like we really don't even know what's really out there in the ocean. And to think that we don't even know what's on our ocean and we're looking out into space. We have space exploration, but we don't even know what is in our own backyard, aka water. When we think about it, I'm kind of confused to why we're looking in space unless we know for a fact aliens are real. Are aliens real? I really don't know. That's another question that I'm going to get into. Aliens. Because like Bigfoot, like the Loch Ness Monster, they're like things that kind of like make people think. They're things that we don't know the answer to, and I think that's what draws us to it so much because it just ponders on our curiosity. We're like, the fact that we just don't know for a fact if it's real or not is what makes it so interesting to us. Because aliens, like what are aliens? Aliens could just be like something like a different like animal or something. What if aliens were humans were for humans? Do we even know how old the Earth really is? I think we do. By some prehistoric dating or something like that, they can get an estimate of how old the Earth is. But what if there were life forms on the Earth that were before us?
There were.
Like aliens, though? Do we think aliens are real? Do we think aliens have a higher odds of being alive than a Sasquatch? I think that's a good question. What has a higher probability of being real? Aliens or Sasquatch? What do we think? The Illuminati. So here's my thoughts on the guys, here we go. This is what's. I'm about to get canceled from the internet right now. The Illuminati, they're watching me right now. The Illuminati, they're watching you right now. When you think about it, this is what I think about the Illuminati, right? So they have the technology to watch our every single move. The Illuminati is controlling what we see on a daily basis. And what I mean that is by they control social media in a sense. The Illuminati, the all-seeing eye, they are here to keep us in a spell. And guys, just know if I'm off the internet tomorrow, you know why? Because I exposed the Illuminati. I'm telling you guys, right? The Illuminati is what keeps you guys in the Matrix. You hear me? And so if you stay in the Matrix, the Illuminati likes that because then they're able to profit off of you staying in the Matrix. You know what I mean? So if you just keep working mindlessly, the Illuminati likes that. They're like, yeah, don't worry about the Illuminati. Just focus on everything else. Don't focus on us. You know what I mean? Can you get my cup, please, up there? The Illuminati, they're happy. They're clapping it up right now because the thing is, people, they don't care about what really matters. They're focusing on the shit that doesn't matter in our lives. We're worried about people, like I said, we're in the Matrix. And what you need to do, are you going to take the red pill or the blue pill, like in the movie? When it opens your eyes up to everything that's actually happening, or you can live in the dream world of delusion and believe that it's all glitter and sparkle. That's up to you to make that decision. With Jay-Z, I don't even know. In the beginning, no, see, this is another thing though. I'll say this with the Illuminati, right? So you get to a point where you reach a certain amount of wealth, power, social status, where the Illuminati, they just come tap you on the shoulder, right? They give you a little tap and they say, why don't you just do some of this and we'll give you some of that? See, if they give you a little something, it's always a give and take. They give you something, but they also are going to take something from you. That's the issue. You feel me? So Jay-Z, right? I believe Jay-Z, he was straight. He was like doing good and everything, but then he got to a point where he was just so high up on the ladder, the social ladder of wealth and status, that it was inevitable that he would be dragged into this. And that's kind of what I'm worried about with anyone that reaches a certain level of power, because there are certain creators that I even look up to. And I'm worried that when they get to such a high status, you start having to abide to what the quote unquote Illuminati wants you to abide by. So I don't know. The Illuminati is real. I don't care what anyone says. The Illuminati. This is like so early in my career that I could just spit on this, and like there's only 3 people in here, so it doesn't matter what I say about this, because who even cares in the end of the day about what I really say about this? But the Illuminati is real. All we can do is understand that it is real, and we need to play the game to make it out alive. Because if you get in too deep, they will kill you. Think about all the famous people that have been killed when they started talking too much. When they started digging a little too deep, and they ended up digging their own grave. You feel me? And the fact of you digging into more information, you're digging yourself a deeper hole. The deeper hole you dig, the harder it is to come out of that hole. That is why I will not dig myself a deep hole. Right now, I'm focusing on stacking bricks so I can be higher, not lower. You feel me? If you feel what I'm saying, give me a W. If you think I'm just spitting craziness, throw a L. I just need to know what you guys think I'm spitting right now. Am I spitting truths or am I just talking? If you had the chance to join the Illuminati, would you? If the Illuminati, let's just say the Illuminati was real. Yeah. Justin, I got you. So I'm gonna throw this on the screen, right? For this, I'm saving this topic. I'm saving this topic for a YouTube video idea. So for one of my next YouTube video ideas, what I want to do is I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to ask people, why do they work out? And when I ask them why do they work out, I'm going to see what their answer is, but I also want to ask them some other questions as well. And one of the other questions that I wanted to ask him was their thought on this human right here. You feel me? Because this guy is super controversial. And I just feel like whenever you mention his name, you get clicks. I already have like so many thoughts in my mind. Because the crazy thing is, with him, he was saying the Illuminati attacked them. I don't know our thoughts on that. I mean, I watched a couple of his podcasts, and he had kind of predicted that something like this could happen. He predicted that when he started speaking too many of these truths that, you know, like I literally just said, you're digging yourself a hole. And so I believe that he was digging himself a hole. And he may have just dug himself a hole that was too deep to get out of. That's the crazy thing. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to dig myself in just yet. But like I said, I think I definitely have a lot to talk about with him. And I think I'm going to really start breaking into that topic after I hit that YouTube video up when I go to the gym. And I ask people what they think of him, as well as asking people why they work out. And I also have some other questions in mind that I do want to ask people. Definitely would love to get your guys' feedback on some questions that you guys would love to see me ask. Because I know that guy right there, he would get some interesting talks going. So I don't know, what else do you guys think would get some interesting debate talks going besides that guy there? My guy Andrew Tate. I don't know. I have a couple things that could get a little dicey. I got hella things in the notes, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I have so much shit stored up for you guys coming this year. I'm so hyped. I mean, one thing I got coming I want to do like more podcast type interviews. So I already got one of those scheduled for this weekend. That's going to be sick. I can't wait to start dropping some of the information on that. I think you guys will be really hyped. And that's going to be interesting for me because it's going to be my first time interviewing someone over camera. And I haven't even thinking about doing something like that, it's kind of a little scary at first. I don't think it would be bad, but it's just like interesting to think that we're taking these next steps. I'm so excited to have you guys on the journey with me. We're gonna go up. The thing this started off with, what animal would you be? Oh, fucking the one animal too. When I was thinking about Sasquatch, I was thinking about a gorilla, like a big ass silverback gorilla. That'd be a sick animal to be. Gorillas are like insane. But then they say, what do they say? Chimpanzees are the closest to humans. That's crazy. To think that we are closest to a monkey. Like, us and monkeys share a lot of the same genetic makeup. So we're basically monkeys, people. R.I.P. Facts. What year was R.I.P. Harambe? That had to be like 2015, 2014. That was fucking the guy. Harambe was when the guy jumped into the gorilla cage, and then they had to kill the guy that jumped in the gorilla cage. Or then they had to kill the gorilla because the guy jumped into the gorilla cage. That's like a Harambe. Because I feel like a lot of people are not gonna know about Harambe. So I'm gonna put y'all on to Harambe. How did a child get into Harambe Zoo? I mean, zoo enclosure. Gosh, I don't even think I've seen Harambe clip. And Harambe was a silverback. So, so what they're saying is they could not put down the gorilla with a tranquilizer. They had to shoot the gorilla because it's unpredictable. You're telling me they couldn't just simply put down Harambe when the kid was the one that jumped over the fence? So a kid jumps over a fence into a wildlife enclosure. So we kill the wildlife in there because a kid jumped into their environment when we took them out of their environment and we put them in a cage to show off. But we're going to kill that animal for something that was not its fault at all. Welcome to society. hell? How did you want to? Look, what the hell are the parents gonna do though? Like, what the hell are they gonna charge the parents with? And that was the whole thing though with the petition. But like, what could they really do? I don't even know. I have no words. He's handsome. This man literally said the gorilla had no intention of hurting or harming the child, yet they still thought it was okay to shoot and kill the gorilla. Okay, let's hear what else he has to say. Yo, do you guys remember when Harambe was on the presidential ballot and he was actually getting votes on the presidential ballot? That was crazy. They were saying vote for Harambe. That was the whole thing. That was like a whole like thing they had going was vote for Harambe. But that was like another thing. That was one thing I was looking at though, like King Kong. Well, King Kong. That's what I was thinking about when I was talking about what animal would I be. I had King Kong in my notes. I was like, oh, I'd be King Kong. Like, if you were King Kong, that would just be you'd be just doing some rampage shit. Honestly. That's what I was thinking about. I think that's what I was thinking when I was thinking about the Sasquatch too. Though I was like, maybe they were just seeing some big ass gorillas, not King Kong. I mean, not Sasquatch. They just saw a big ass gorilla. But then when I saw that, they were saying the Sasquatches were in South Carolina. That's when I was getting a little curious. Maybe. Maybe I could really actually do a YouTube video off of this. Because I'm actually curious now. South Carolina, Sasquatch. Where are the Bigfoot sightings in South Carolina? 2021. So apparently there was a Bigfoot in Missouri. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Apparently there's a lot in Texas. A lot of Bigfoot sightings in Texas, I'm seeing. Can we find South Carolina? People in Texas are saying they see Bigfoot all the time. Who knows how real that is? Where in South Carolina? I think I can find Bigfoot if I try. I don't really care if you cry. 3 visitors to Huntington Island State Park? No way. 5 to 6 feet tall and walking upright. Huntington Island. Had, according to the report, the animal had 3 legs. 3 foot. What the Oh, had legs. Okay. Huntington Beach, that's not far. But that's definitely not right. I'm gonna look up how far this is from me. Yeah, that's only 30 minutes. So apparently Bigfoot was spotted 30 minutes away from me. I don't think he was there though. I don't know. At South Park, Carolina State Park. Huntington Island. Okay, we might be getting onto something. We might be seeing a mini Bigfoot. Huntington Beach. 2 separate Bigfoot sightings reported in South Carolina. This year, 2022. Huntington, okay, near the lighthouse. Guys, I might be able to make this video. We might be able to do a Bigfoot search in South Carolina at Huntington Beach. I'm going to show you guys right here. The second sighting was in Beaufort County in Huntington Island State Park near the lighthouse. The reporting person said they saw a creature walking on the side of the road in front of the car. The incident happened very quickly as the creature disappeared into the lush palmetto and pine forest that surrounds the exit road. Let's see. Okay. The report noted it was the first time multi-witness daylight sighting as a Sasquatch close to Atlantic Ocean shoreline. According to the website. Interesting news, guys. Huntington Beach barefoot. Let's look into the Huntington Beach barefoot sighting. And let's see what they have to say. After attack on Tyler. Best place to see alligator. Yeah, there's plenty of alligators in Myrtle Beach that you can see. That's what I just saw. All right, I'm not really seeing much on this Bigfoot thing right now in Huntington Beach. But there was a spotting. So maybe I should look up best times to find Bigfoot. What are the best times? They said they found them in the day, but I don't. What are the best times to find Bigfoot? We're gonna get this shit on our notes, and we're gonna make a video of this. Oh yeah, I'm fucked. South Carolina is not even in the top best 8 places to see Bigfoot. Not like that matters. Best times to find Bigfoot in South Carolina. Let's see that. In October, they're telling me they say Bigfoot knocks on wood to alert people to stay out of its territory. Does that even sound real? Like, they're saying Bigfoot alerts people to stay out of its territory. So you're telling me you could be walking through the woods, right? And then Bigfoot is gonna be like, get out. Like, what? Like, that shit. Bro, that's what I'm be talking about. Like, the people that believe in Bigfoot, they be saying some crazy shit. They be like, Bigfoot's actually very smart. Like, so is Bigfoot like have the same intelligence as like a fucking monkey, or is Bigfoot like a crazed animal? I don't even know. That's another thing too. I feel like you could easily lie and say you saw Bigfoot. Like, there's no actual proof that you saw Bigfoot. That's like another thing. Like, people are just like, they're like, that was the last thing I saw, is that it was literally based off of a sound that Bigfoot was making. How are you going to go based off a sound you heard in the middle of the woods saying, oh, that was Bigfoot? And they classified that as a Class B sighting. You're telling me, so just if you hear a random noise in the woods, you could say that was Bigfoot. Guys, don't let me come up with a video of me just making noises in the woods saying, oh, I found Bigfoot. I think that might be my next idea. Like, I feel like people that's the thing with the whole like fake pranks thing. People just be having fake ass pranks and quote unquote putting them up online, showing them as real pranks. And so when they just have the fake pranks and it looks real, people react to them as if they were real. So if I just have a quote-unquote fake real Bigfoot prank, people will react to the Bigfoot prank as if it was a real prank, or if it was a real sighting of Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Look, Justin, I think it's just you in here right now, but I know the one question you wanted me to talk about, who was the best person I played basketball with. I'm gonna leave that to a stream where we have more people in here to get a little bit more of a debate, because I think I got a couple heads in mind who I might think have been the best people I played basketball with. I used to play basketball all the time back in Jersey over the summer. It was so much fun. We were playing at Skyview in Mallard Park. We were getting some good runs in. I really appreciate all the people out there that were coming out to Skyview to ball, because that was a little bit of drive for the Bayville heads. That was a little far for you guys. I know, like, we were used to playing at Vets and Mallard. That was like a quick, like, 5 to 10 minute drive, so that wasn't too bad. But the thing was, you guys would pop out to Skyview, and I appreciate that. When I was out in TR, the thing was, a Skyview, though, they had lights and they had like 3 courts, so it was like lit. You could get some good runs out there, and there was always people out there. That's what makes basketball so great. It's a sport where you can meet people, and even when you talk shit and you can get like crazy with someone on the court, you can always dab someone up at the end of the day. That's what I love about basketball. I would always talk so much shit on the court, but at the end of the day, it was all love, and we just love playing. Hard, and it's a great workout. The thing with basketball is you're getting a great cardio in, going up and down the court. I remember when I used to have my Apple Watch, looking at my steps. I would get more steps playing basketball than I would when I would do like distance runs for the week, because as I got older, I remember back in the day, my distance runs were like 8, 9, 10 miles. Now I consider a long run like 5 to 6 miles. That's a long run to me. On average, we're looking at like 3 to 4. We're looking at 4 miles on a good day, but like I said, for the long days now, it's like we're looking at 5 to 6. And I could put that many mileage in on a basketball court and like probably just like a quick 3 hours of balling. And I'm so appreciative of what I have out here now, because it's so crazy to think that my girlfriend joining a Facebook group is what got me into playing Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I would have never was invited to playing Tuesdays and Thursdays with the older guys if my girlfriend didn't join this Facebook group. So you never know, like, don't be afraid to take these little steps in your life that you think could be useless or you think are pointless. You never know what could come out of it. Just like this Facebook group. What came out of it for me was me being able to play basketball, a sport that I love, every Tuesdays and Thursdays with guys that also love playing. And it's just a great group of guys. They're mad chill. Some of them are older, some of them are my age, but it's good. It's good to just get a good run in. I miss playing with the guys back in Jersey though, because I remember sometimes we'd have like a solid squad. I remember one day it was like the track dudes we had at Mallard, right? And we were running the court. It was just 5 of us, and we were just winning every single game. No matter who came on the court, it would be like a new set of 5 guys, and no matter who those 5 guys were, we were winning. I think we went like 6 games straight or something. It was like an insane amount of games straight, but we just could not lose. And it was like we were just track guys. You know what I mean? We were playing against people that were playing basketball like weekly, and we were just, like I said, we were just the track guys, but we were running it up on the court. Oh my god. Dude, that was crazy. we were just at Vets, and then the guys, they just come out, they just pull out of a van, and they were just like, they were literally from jail. Yeah, that was crazy. They literally popped out of the van from jail. And I think we were just having a shoot around first, and I think they might have asked us to play. I feel like they asked us to play, and we were like, yeah, we'll play. And then it was getting so crazy. And remember Will elbowed the guy in the face and gave him a bloody, I think, was it a bloody lip or a bloody nose? But Will literally elbowed the guy in the face. Oh my god, that game was crazy. And then I think Will ended up like smoking one of the layups too. It was like when we were about to win, and then Will smoked a layup. But then we did end up being those guys. That was some good times. What are the odds that shit goes down at Mallard? At Vets. Wasn't there one time we were like supposed to run too, and we ended up just playing basketball? Or did we play basketball after Vets? I mean, after our run. I couldn't remember if this was before or after the time when we started BS in the runs, and we just played basketball instead. I miss those days. The track days in high school. Like, high school track was so much more fun than college. Because, college, I would say this, though. The reason why high school track is more fun than college track, because college track was at like 6 a.m, and I also went to school in Hartford, Connecticut, and it was freezing cold. So it'd be like freezing cold at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we'd have to get up and like run a workout in the snow. So I guess that could make me not like it that much. That's understandable. But the whole thing with track, though, it's just like such like a mental. Track is so much more mental than anything. That's why I like basketball, because like basketball, you can just play like free-minded. You can kind of just like, you don't really think. You can think about it. Like, I guess like the pros are probably really thinking about like basketball, like which like angle to take and like which foot to attack, and like looking at your defender's positioning and being like, oh, if this guy comes on the help, all that. You can do that in basketball, but there's also a way in basketball where you can kind of just like mess around and have fun and not think about that stuff and still like have a good time and still for it to be competitive. But for running, that is a whole nother story. For running, it's like, it's not really like, when it comes to competition, there's no like, you can't like take it easy in running and have a good competition. That's the whole thing. Like I said, you can take it not easy in basketball, but you don't have to go full out try hard, like knowing the positioning and stuff like that and be good. Like you can do that, and this basketball can still be competitive and fun. But for running, like it's not like you can't be competitive and fun and not take it serious. Because when I was running competitively, I would not say it was fun. I had good times, I had fun times, but I don't think I would say running itself was fun. It was more of the fact of the people that I was around is what made it more fun more than anything. And I think I could just have basketball be fun with me not having the people around. Like I could just have fun playing. I could just have fun playing basketball, but I couldn't just have fun running. I have to be running for something, or running could be fun with the people that I'm running with. So that was a pretty good breakdown of it. But I don't know. That was like the only sports I really played. I kind of wish I played baseball or football more. I think if I could choose football or baseball to play more, I'd probably pick baseball. Just because if you make it big with baseball, you're not gonna have CTE, or you won't have like super long lasting football injuries that football players have. And baseball players have their contracts fully guaranteed. I never understood that. How could you be a baseball player and have your contract fully guaranteed as opposed to a football player who plays a much more violent sport and you don't have your contract fully guaranteed? That really never made sense to me. Like football players, like for example, Tua, right? I don't even think Tua's contract, I think Tua is still on the rookie contract. And the rookie contract may be fully guaranteed, but this guy is literally may not even be able to play football ever again. And wait, was Tua one of the players that had a chance to play baseball too? I'm not sure if he was baseball too, but like to think that you're putting yourself in a situation with football where you could have a season like Tua and have 3 concussions in a short amount of time, and then that just means you're done forever. Like realistically, moving forward, Tua could maybe, I don't know if I would even play another season if I was Tua, because when you start having concussions add up like that, they become more frequent. And after a period of time, it's like after the first one, each one can become more and more severe. So Tua could literally end up with like severe brain damage by the age of 30. That shit's crazy to me. I don't know. So that's why I would pick baseball over football. But I sucked at baseball. I was playing, what's it called? Wiffle ball? Wiffle ball? I remember playing wiffle ball back in the day. I was so ass at wiffle ball. I'd be getting so tight. I wish I was good at baseball though. I played Little League when I was little. Obviously. That was with the T-ball. I was on the Orioles back in the day. That was the one thing with baseball. I was like learning all the birds and shit. It was like the Orioles, the Blue Jays, the Cardinals. And then I'd like see those birds in my backyard. I'd be like, oh, look at that. That's a cardinal. Oh, look at that. That's an Oriole. That is the most of my memories from baseball as a kid. Remembering what the birds were from the teams. I don't even remember like any memories from playing at all. I just remember the birds from the teams. And now baseball is pretty good too. I'm a big Yankees fan, but the Yankees never fail to let me down. It's just New York sports. I had my 2 previous YouTube videos out. Go check them out. I made a rant about the Giants and about how they need to help out Daniel Jones. And I also made a rant about the New York Knicks and how they failed to pick up Donovan Mitchell multiple times. Those YouTube videos are pretty lit. Go check them out. Any sports fan can relate, especially a New York sports fan. Because the New York sports fans, we've been going through some tough times over the past few years. With the Yankees, it's been like we always ride a super high throughout the season. And we think that the postseason is going to be different. And the postseason always ends up the same. Like, how can we not even make it to a World Series? We have all the talent in the world. And we just can't even make it to a World Series. You think, at minimum, they'd be World Series bound, but I don't know. I don't know if I have enough knowledge to really talk about it. Because I want to say it's pitching. I do want to say it's pitching. But even the batters that was supposed to be our strong suit, that was supposed to be what could carry us throughout the playoffs, but I didn't even look like we were putting up the runs. It'd be different if we were losing games, if we were putting up like a huge amount of runs, but we would be losing games and not hitting well. So it's like baseball. I feel like baseball really does come down to pitching at the end of the day. It really does seem like the pitching is what wins the championships. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Because like I said, I don't really know that much about baseball. I just go off of what I hear and what playoff baseball is like. I will admit I do not watch the regular season at all. Damn, so I got one more question to end the night. This is going to be our last little thing we talk about is if you had 100 kittens attacking you, do you think you could beat off 100 kittens? What do you think? If you had 100 kittens, right, all at once, if they were running up on you, 100 kittens, could you beat up 100 kittens, or do you think 100 kittens would kill you? I would think if I had 100 kittens, I think I would win. But only if you just had your hands and fists with 100 kittens, like it'd be like good. Like you probably get like the first like 10, like 20 kittens down. And then you get to like 30, 40 kittens. Because then you would still have like 10, 20 kittens coming on you. Like, Like, I feel like the first few kittens, like you just like want, like actually 100 kittens actually might not be that bad. 100 cats, now that might be a different story because I'm thinking kittens are like tiny, like, but 100 cats. Why am I talking about fighting cats? I don't even know. Because if I said 100 dogs, now that'd be rap. Could you imagine like 100 pit bulls coming after you? 100, you know what I mean? 100 of those. Now that wouldn't even be a discussion. That would be cap. You would be donezo. Yeah, it's pretty cool seeing people's animals. We got the giraffe, tiger. My man really said a giraffe so they could see the concert. I feel like that's just something a short person would say. Because when you really think about it, like, no tall person would ever have an issue looking at the concert. So if you were tall, I guess you would never want to be a giraffe. But shout out to our pop fans for throwing that in there, giving us something to talk about before the night goes out. I'm thinking, like, should we start the live streams earlier, or is like 9 p.m. like a good time to start? I feel like that might be a little late for the people that have work in the morning. Because I could just be up all night long, all night. But I do have the gym in the morning. You know, we gotta get those gains in. You feel me? It's what it's all about. We got the gym. We're gonna try and hit the gym. Probably we're gonna try to hit the gym before 7:30 tomorrow. That'd be good. And then we Thursday is our ball day, so we're obviously gonna have to hit the courts with the old heads. I want to bring my camera out to the basketball court with my mic so I could actually get like some footage. Like, you guys ever watch like the basketball court? Not the basketball, but like the basketball YouTube videos where they have the guy like filming and like you can hear them talking on the mic and stuff. I was thinking about making one of those types of videos as well. But I don't know yet. I have so many just video ideas in my head that I could think about. I have so much content that I'm just so excited to put out this year. I feel like this year is just going to be so great to see where it takes me. Because I just have so many ideas in my head. And I just feel like putting them out into the universe, we don't know what could go. We don't know what could happen. We could blow up tomorrow. All it takes is one clip to blow you up. Especially with TikTok nowadays. Like, TikTok is like literally 10 to 15 second videos. And that's all it takes to go crazy. And I definitely have to clip up some of this live stream and put it on the TikTok. That's what I've been doing though. I've been like clipping up my live streams, posting them out as videos. It's such a great way to make content when you really think about it. I really suggest, like, if you want to get into creating content, just live stream video yourself, and you can just live stream for like I do, like 1 to 2 hours, and then you will find bits and pieces of your live stream that just sound good. You just take those pieces out and put them up as YouTube videos, because people aren't going to really sit through a live stream for 1 to 2 hours, but they'll gladly watch your 3 to 7 minute video if you talking about whatever. You feel me? I don't know. I also, as I was talking about, like, I do have an interview with one of my rapper friends coming up, which I'm excited about, but I would love to just maybe even interview just some of my old buddies. If you guys see this, and maybe we could just chat it up on a live stream video. Because I think the best way to grow is collaboration, working together. If we work together and we all succeed, you know what I mean? Like, if I win, if I'm winning with my brothers, then we're all winning. And I just want to see all my brothers winning at the end of the day. Even if it's a small goal, even if it's just something like getting you in the gym for the year. That's like why I post a lot of my workout videos, just because all it takes is one person sending me a snap saying that I motivated them to get into the gym that day, or they were motivated by my actions. I mean, that's what it's all about, motivating each other each day. Because like I said, when you get better, I get better. When I see people reaching their goals, it just makes me want to work harder to reach my goals. And that's what it's all about in 2023. Let's work off each other. Let's all make ourselves better. Let's not try and be jealous or envious of the people next to us. But instead of being envious, let's try and even if we are envious, let's try and use that envy to better ourselves. Let's not use that envy and let's not turn it into hate. All right. I think I'm about to log off for the night. Like I said, we answered the question. If I was going to be an animal for the night, I'd be a dog. Woo. If you would be Oh, Connor, you finally popped in here. Okay, I was literally just about to end the stream, but like I was saying, I think the animal that I said I was going to end with was a dog. Just because I was saying how dogs have it super easy and they're lit. And there's so many different types of dogs. You said the show must go on. Oh my God, bro. You just popped in here. Like I was literally just starting to turn down. Like I was talking about so much shit. We were talking about Bigfoot and how Connor, you missed it. There was a Bigfoot sighting in South Carolina. So what I was thinking about is trying to do, I was thinking about doing a video where I put the video. Okay. So the video idea was we were going to go to South Carolina where we saw the Bigfoot sighting. And then we were going, yo, Peter McNally, what's good? Thanks for popping in here. We were going to go to where we saw the Bigfoot, and I was going to make a video. We were going to try and find Bigfoot because apparently Bigfoot is in South Carolina. And then also we were talking about a lot of other stuff too. We were talking about Loch Ness monsters and stuff. We were talking about like aliens and shit too, because we were kind of talking about like what's real and what's fake. Oh my God. I know, dude. I think next stream I'm going to focus a little bit more on the Giants playoff hopes, because this stream in the video you look for Bigfoot. Bro, that'd be hilarious. Then like I said, the next stream, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Giants playoff hopes, because and when I posted on my Instagram and Snapchat, someone did ask me to talk about that a little bit, but then we started just spiraling off into Illuminati and Bigfoot and aliens and shit like that. Because I was trying to say, are aliens real though? And I was saying, are aliens just like animals that were here before we were here? That's what I was kind of getting at, but I kind of think aliens are from a different planet. And also when people be taking like crazy drugs and shit, like I talked about this too in another stream when they were talking about taking ayahuasca and like you like leave like this world and like you see like a different like creator and stuff like that. People were saying that could happen when you take ayahuasca. So does that mean that we can get in touch with aliens off of drugs? I don't know. I feel like and even with like the whole UFO sighting, and they were like releasing tapes during COVID of UFOs, but people weren't paying attention to them releasing all the X-Files during COVID because COVID was going on. So the government was like, oh, this seems like a good time to release all this information when people are preoccupied with other stuff. Let's put that information out now. That doesn't seem sketch at all. because I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast when they were talking about one of the guys that worked on Area 51. Right? So that guy on Area 51 was talking about how he saw spacecrafts that were or unidentified flying objects that were doing movements. He was telling me that he saw unidentified flying objects in the sky coming out of Area 51. And this was how long ago? This was like way before my time, before I was born, for sure. So if they had those spacecrafts before I was born, right? Fast forward 20 years, think about how far we've come in our technology with just like, okay, the iPhone, right? Remember when the iPhone first dropped? The iPhone couldn't do shit. I don't even think there was a camera on the back. Or no front camera, maybe no front camera. There was like no front camera on the iPhone, right? Now we have a front camera. I'll talk about that. Like they were saying there's supposed to be flying cars. When I was little, I thought there was gonna be flying cars by this time. Maybe there are flying cars and they're just not telling us, because I could have swore like by now, with the technology we have, there's hoverboards. There's hoverboards in the world. So if there's hoverboards and shit, tell me why there can't be flying cars. Tell me. Is that outrageous thought process? I think so. I honestly think that the aliens, like I was saying, like if our technology advanced that much, that means the aliens' technology would probably have advanced so much more further than ours if they were already ahead of us. So I'm thinking maybe, that was like another thing. I think I was watching a video, they're saying the aliens could have like space travel. So the UFOs, right? Here we go. What's the some shit like that. So the UFOs, right? If they're space traveling, they would just be happening to be in a time. If they were space traveling, we could see them in the past, right? But it would really be in the future. You get what I'm saying? So like, even though we see those spaceships happening in the past or whatever, they would really be coming from the future. Tinfoil hat is coming on right now. Time travel is real. Who would have thought? Guys, who knows? I think we may be seeing our first time traveler in the next couple of years. The way shit's going nowadays, I don't even know. Like, I feel like we need a time traveler at this rate, because we might be going to the dumps if someone doesn't tell us what to do right in the next couple of years. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Are y'all scared? You're probably not scared. Y'all embracing the weirdness? That's all we can do, is just embrace it. We can only just adapt. No matter what, all we can do is adapt. I made it, I'm not gonna lie, I made it a little longer than I thought. I made it literally over 2 hours just talking about nonsense, I guess. I'm excited though, because like I said, Connor, we got some lit announcements. we have a podcast interview coming up, which is going to be so much fun. I'm not even going to tell you guys the guests yet, but we have it locked in. I want to do more podcast interviews in the future. If you guys are doing anything exciting with your lives, if you guys just want to get on camera and spit talk with me, send me a DM. I'd love to just chat it up, create more content. But I think, like I said, I think we're going to close it out for the night. I want to say thank you to everyone that came in here. I really appreciate it. Leave a like and a comment and share this video with a friend. And if you liked it, let me know. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know and give me some ideas on some new videos as well. I appreciate it. Peace out.